Get up out your way. About to kill us all, honey. See if I can get up out of here. Daggone. I shouldn't have took this way. I should have went to the light. Oh, hell no. Get me trapped. No, you was not, honey. Let me see if I can go to the car dealership. But anyway, what's going on? It's your girl Jay. And I'm doing a vlog for my first time ever doing a car vlog. I just wanted to talk about something. I'm about to say real quick, but I don't know how quick it's gonna be. So after 8 years, I quit my job. Respect is a real big thing for me. Real big. And I was not getting the respect that I deserved at my job. So, in a nutshell, I decided to quit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Probably, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have quit their job, but I want to explain how it felt to me. For me to quit my job after 8 years. And most people depend on their jobs. Some people live paycheck to paycheck. And, you know, you depend on your job because your source of income is how you pay your bills, is how you live, basically. How you afford your car, your house, whatever. And dang, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go back the other way. It was when I first did it, I think I thought about it for like 10 to 15 minutes. I thought about it before I just told them, okay, hey, I'm quitting, because I didn't give it 2 weeks notice. I just quit. Because I called myself trying to leave on good terms, but I just resigned, and that's what it was. But 5 minutes, let me see, about 10 minutes. I'm trying to think, about 10-15 minutes. I sat in my office and was like, okay, dang, do I really want to do this? Do I really just want to just throw away those 8 years that I had? Because I liked what I did. I just didn't like the people that I was working with, and I didn't like what my supervisor was terrible and just really hateful, really ill-hearted, and just horrible to be around. All of my supervisors have been being like that. So I was like, okay, well, a part of me was like thinking to myself, okay, is it me? Am I the problem? Am I the drama?
Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Maybe I am. Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain.
I was like, am I the issue? But then, I think it's just the place that I was working. The place that I was working, or the places that I had worked, were just, the whole atmosphere was like that. It was just, you know, just really just draining. So after a while, I think everybody just turned basically into like the atmosphere draining. And instead of trying to help each other and all this different stuff or whatever, everybody just started turning into the place that we were working. And I think when other people see new people come in, because I got promoted maybe a few months ago. promoted maybe a few months ago, and I just knew that wasn't for me. I knew that I would, you know, I was like, dang, I made the wrong decision. I shouldn't have never came here. But you're stuck basically. It's like, okay, I'm newly promoted. This is something I always dreamed about doing. So let me just give it a little bit of time. And after a little bit of time, it wasn't, I knew for a fact it wasn't for me. Job wasn't for me. Or that place wasn't for me. But so just out of nowhere, I told you, like I was telling you before, 15 minutes I sat in that office and I thought, like, okay, am I sure about this? I was talking to myself. I was like, Jay, you know, are you sure you want to do this? You sure you want to quit? You sure? Because I felt like it was no coming back. After you quit a job like that, it's no coming back, basically. It would always be an issue. You would never be, you know, they would always look at you like it's something wrong. Or you'll be the first person that you would get rolled up, or whatever the case may be. It was always be an issue. So I was like, okay, after you do it, that's basically it. So I came to the conclusion, I was like, well, like I said, respect is a real big thing for me. And after somebody stops respecting you or shows you that they don't respect you, shows you that they don't respect you or that you're not valued, it's time to go. So I came to the conclusion, go ahead and leave. Go ahead and leave. It's something else. I cannot drive. It's something else better. It's something else better. So I, you know, just walked out on faith and then just decided, okay, let me just leave. Another job will come, which I do not suggest that. I normally don't do stuff like that. I've only done that one other time, and it's still in the same field. Still in the same field. I highly would say that's not the right thing for you to do. I would never suggest to somebody, oh, just up and quit your job and just see what happens. No. But for me, I just was like, okay, I have had enough. I was fed up. So I decided to go ahead and just quit. You always, every time you leave a job, you want to at least have, you want to at least know that it's some type of security there. What is going on? Folks cannot drive. Come on. Come on. What y'all doing? I'm gonna have to back up. When people can't drive. How do y'all get y'all license?
Once again, I had to tell him to stop.
At this point, Melissa is just hoping to get home in one piece.
I don't understand. What do you... No, I ain't stopping for that. Out of here. I gotta turn a minute. Oh, God, I need to turn. Oop, about to turn right now. I took the wrong turn. Oh, no, baby, that ain't it. Oh, no, baby.
Daddy, so what is you doing, baby?
So you gonna make a U-turn? Okay, I'm not concerned about you. Oh my God. What type of games y'all playing? Oh. It's a whole nother day. I got caught up in traffic yesterday. But yeah, I don't even remember what I was talking about. But talking about I quit my job. I quit my job last week on Friday. I believe it was last Friday. before I left, I'm trying to think. I was in the parking lot of the job. Before I left, I got real emotional. Got real emotional. I was crying like a baby. I was crying like a baby before. No, I made it out of the parking lot. I didn't want to cry. I didn't want anybody to see me. So I think I had got down the street and just started crying, boo-hooing, trying to get this adjusted right. I can laugh about it now, but at the time, it was not funny. I was just like, dang, what have I done? Instant regret. Like, dang, what am I gonna do now? Because I didn't have another job lined up. I didn't have, like, you know how you'll give your 2 weeks notice and then you'll try to time it perfectly when you already got your other job. No, I didn't have anything lined up. Let me slow down. Flying. I'm going right now trying to do my grocery pickup. I hurt my foot, so I'm going to Walmart now to pick up grocery. And I done broke my little thing. I'm gonna have to buy another little thing, mount to put my camera on. But yeah, instant regret. I was like, what am I gonna do now? Did I make the right decision? Dang, I think I let my emotions get the hold of me, which I did. I can say it now. I let my emotions get the better of me, get the best of me. But I had made up my mind when I in July, you know, in the beginning of in the beginning of January, I did my resolution. I was like, I'm not gonna let this job stress me like I had been because I used to be stressed out all the time. Stressed out all the freaking time. About work, about anything that was going on, just stressed out. But primarily it was about work, just stressed. So I said, you know, my New Year's resolution, I was like, I'm not gonna let anything stress me out anymore. I'm not gonna let anything stress me out, and you know, I'm just gonna handle things the way they need to be handled, and I was gonna take it from there. I was not gonna dawn on things, oh dang, I didn't get this done, or bumpy road, you know, I didn't get this done, or you know, just constantly worrying, because that's what I was doing. I would take my work home with me all the time. I would take that work home with me, and I never just let it go. I would never let that go as far as like my work and different stuff that I had to do, and dang, do I have enough people for this, or I was always stressed because I was in the manager part of my job. So I was always stressed, always worrying about something. So when like I said, I just instant regret about work. Things that I made the wrong decision. Because I told you, when I very first started that job, I always wanted to be in the position that I was. I think I wanted to go like maybe a step higher. So I was close. I could have actually did it. It took me a while to promote once I, you know, got in that field. But once I promoted, took off. Like, I just started promoting like crazy. For out of nowhere, just promoting. I didn't even stay at, I didn't stay at the job. Once I promoted the first time, I didn't stay in a position more than, I think, a year that next time, and I got another one. Then, you know, before I knew it, it was time for me to promote again. So, you know, like, I just love that job. It came easy to me. Now, could I have got better? Could I have been better at it? Yeah, I could have been better at it. But I just let the worrying get in my way, trying to be perfect. Dang, I want to do this, you know. So, yeah, I was stressed out like that I had left or whatever. And I didn't start feeling like, oh, okay, like everything is gonna be okay until probably like a day later, or probably 2 days later, which was pretty fast. But I told my sisters that I had quit, you know, whatever. One of my sisters was really happy about it because they knew I was always stressed out about work. Always. I was always talking about work. I was always stressed out about it. Always thinking about, dang, I could have did this better. So I think it took like me a day or two, and I still would worry about it. I think maybe about a day or two. I'm not for sure. Probably like I say 2 days. But I wasn't constantly stressing about it. I wasn't constantly, you know, like, oh gosh, I don't have a job, I'm unemployed, blah, blah, whatever. I just, soon as I got home that night, I was just like, okay, well, I gotta find another job. You know, let's go job hunting. Let me go. I went on Indeed and put a bunch of applications out. That same day. I quit that Friday. When I got home, I want to say, what time did I get home? Hold on. Probably about, I got home, I let it settle in for a little bit that I had quit, that I wasn't doing that job anymore. And then I want to say about 10. No, it was early than that. About 7:30, 8 o'clock. I started putting in applications like crazy. I don't even know the amount of applications I put in. I think I put in like 4 or 5 applications. Why are you speeding up now? You was going slow as molasses before. That's the stuff I'm talking about. But I'm not about to race you. I'm not about to race you. Go ahead and go on about your business. But anyway, so I put in about, how many applications? About 5. I know for sure, almost 5 applications, or either 8 applications. And then I just was like, okay, we're gonna see. Like, I put them out there, we're gonna see what happens with it. So then I get away from me. So then I went and did the other, what is it called? I put in the applications, and then I went and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just wait and see what happens with it, and then we'll go from there. So what else did I do? See, look at them. Why you drive like that? Why you ain't going? You're not going anywhere, my friend. You're not going nowhere. I wish I could flip this camera around so you could see. Get away from me. So you could see how crazy they driving. But anyway, they ain't about that. I found like a few jobs. Like, okay, this thing is pretty cool. Like, I wouldn't mind doing this, or dang, this seems all right. Like, I would really love to do this. A few jobs that I knew I wasn't qualified for, I still put them in anyway. I was just like, what's the worst they could say no? Because you got to remember, when you're looking for a job, don't put, you know, you want to put what you qualify for, but especially like if you've been in fields for a long amount of time, you know, you don't qualify for everything, and maybe you don't have the amount of time put in that you need for that job. You know, don't look at it like that. Look at it like, okay, what's the worst they could say? Because what's the worst they could say to you? No? Okay, you've been rejected before. It's not, you can't look at it like that. Be positive. And that's what I did. I've been rejected before from jobs. I've did interviews for jobs, and out of nowhere, I really was adamant about a position. Like, I'm gonna get this. Like, I was okay. Well, very just, you know, like, okay, like the cops. I've been like, you know, like thinking, okay, I'm gonna get this position, really hopeful about stuff, and then I end up not getting it. But you can't think, hey, they got going on. But you can't sit there and think, okay, like, I'm not gonna get a job, or I'm not qualified for the job, they're never gonna pick me. No, go ahead and apply for something. Go ahead and apply for it, because all you looking for is just to get in for the interview. Get your foot in the door. That's it. All I need, the way I had my mind, the way my mind was set up, because I knew I needed a job. I knew I needed a job quick. I didn't have anything that's going on. I got bills, stuff I got to pay. All I need is somebody to just give me a chance during the interview. That's it. Give me a chance during the interview, and I'm going to take it from there. Even if you don't know the job like that, you got to pretend like you know it. Fake it till you make it is very real. It's very real. It's all about perception. It's all about that confidence. Walk in with the confidence. Walk in like, okay, you need me. Don't be arrogant. But walk in like, like you can handle yourself. Like, you will be crazy not to, hire me for the position. I would definitely, what I would suggest, go on the websites and look up the jobs that you're applying for, or look up the jobs that you're doing interviews for, so you can be knowledgeable when you go in there for an interview. So I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me back up. So I told you Friday I quit the job. Monday I got a bunch of different calls about different jobs that I had applied for. At one interviews wanted to talk with me, so it was a little overwhelming. I'm talking about from 7 in the morning to 7 in the morning to about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I was getting phone calls about coming in for interviews. So I think if I put in 8 applications almost, I want to say about 8 of those people that tried to let me see. Out of 8 applications, out of 8 applications, I want to say I got about 6 callbacks. About 6 callbacks. And let me see. As far as interviews, phone interviews I'm gonna put together, I did about 3 interviews since it hasn't even been a full week since I quit that job. It hasn't even been a full week. I want to say about 3 to 4 interviews. I want to say about 3. No, let me back up. About 3. I want to say about 3, and then interviews, that are interviews that I'm supposed to have coming up. I think I got like 2. I got 2 more interviews that I know for a fact. I think probably our next week or something like that. One interview is next week, and the other interview, I think is this week. So I said all that to say this. I actually went and did the interview for one of the jobs like I really wanted to do, that I didn't think I was qualified for. I'm not gonna say what that position is because it's still new. I haven't even did my first day yet. I'll update on the first day, when I go there and different stuff like that, or my first week, one of the 2. But yeah, I went and did an interview went great. They called me back. I did the interview, and they called me back about, we was haggling over what would be the my hourly rate, because at my old job I was getting paid pretty well, and it was a little bit of a pay cut, but once I got on, they after my 90 days they were talking about bringing it up, because basically they just wanted to just prove yourself. This is a different position, like it's not like the position I just left. So basically I didn't have any experience in it like that. I didn't have any experience in the position, so they just wanted to just give me a try. They just wanted to give me a shot. So, but yeah, later I want to say I did the interview in less than probably like 2 hours. They called me back. My interview was like at 1:30. They called me back at like 3, and offered me the position. And asked for my email to verify my email so they could send me over my offer letter. And she was like, did she talk about, did so and so talk about the the hourly rate with you? And I was like, yeah, we said that we was gonna start off at this number, and then we was gonna eventually blah blah. After the 90-day we decided that we were gonna give you more. So she sends over the offer letter, and it's more. It's at the top of what they was already asking for, or at the top of what, I guess the rate that I could have got, especially for training. Like, I haven't even went to training yet. So I was blessed to get that position, and I don't even qualify for the position, for one. 2, person jumped in front of me. Ooh, I wanted to say something. I'm gonna calm down. But yeah, they offered me the job, and I took the offer. I accepted the offer. I guess a little busy today. But I said all that to say this: don't ever think that don't ever think that, okay, I don't qualify for this position, so I'm not gonna apply for it, or I'm not gonna do that job because they're not gonna hire me. They're not gonna pick me out of all the people, blah blah. I don't know how many people try to go after the position that I eventually got, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. What's for you will be for you. So you don't ever have to worry about it. Like, don't ever down yourself to the point, okay, I'm not gonna get that position. No. Don't ever think like that. Go after what you want. If it's for you, it'll be for you. If it's meant for you, you'll get it. Bye-bye.